Your car's speakers suddenly stop working, and your first thought is, I need new speakers. Hold on. That could end up costing you money for no reason. I've seen plenty of people replace perfectly good speakers when the real problem was something much simpler. Today, I'll show you exactly what to check before you spend a single dollar on new speakers. Some of these fixes take less than 5 minutes. The first thing you need to figure out is whether all your speakers stopped working or just one. If only one speaker has gone silent, the problem is usually local to that door or speaker. If every speaker stopped working at the same time, you're probably dealing with a power issue, the head unit, an amplifier, or a blown fuse. That one simple observation can save you a lot of guesswork. Let's start with the easiest thing to check. Look at your audio settings. I know it sounds obvious, but I've seen people accidentally move the balance or fade all the way to one side. If the balance is set fully to the left, your right speakers won't play. If the fade is all the way to the rear, your front speakers will seem dead. Go into your stereo settings and center both controls before doing anything else. Next, turn the volume up slowly. Do you hear complete silence, or do you hear static, popping, or distorted sound? Silence usually points toward a power or connection issue. Distorted sound often means the speaker is damaged, but not always. A failing amplifier or loose wiring can create similar symptoms. Now check the fuse. Your car's owner's manual will tell you which fuse protects the radio or amplifier. Pull it out and inspect it carefully. Sometimes the metal strip inside is obviously broken. Other times it looks fine but has actually failed, so using a multimeter gives you a much more accurate answer. If the fuse is blown, replace it with one that has the exact same amperage rating. Never install a larger fuse hoping it will solve the problem. That's asking for trouble because the fuse is there to protect the wiring. If the new fuse blows immediately, stop replacing fuses. Something else is causing the short circuit, and that needs to be fixed first. Now let's talk about factory amplifiers. Many newer vehicles don't send speaker power directly from the radio. Instead, the signal goes through a factory amplifier hidden under a seat, behind a trim panel, or in the trunk. If that amplifier loses power or fails, every speaker can stop working even though the radio appears completely normal. Your screen may still light up. Bluetooth may still connect. The radio station may still change. But there's no sound. If your car has a factory amplifier, make sure it's receiving power and that none of its connectors have come loose. If you've installed an aftermarket amplifier, check that first before blaming your speakers. One loose ground wire can shut down the entire system. Now let's move to wiring. Door speakers live in one of the toughest environments, inside a car. Every time you open and close the door, the wiring flexes. Over the years, those wires can break inside the rubber boot between the door and the body of the vehicle. From the outside, everything looks normal. Inside, one or more wires may be completely broken. I've fixed plenty of dead speaker problems by repairing broken door wiring instead of replacing the speaker. If only one door speaker stopped working, inspect that wiring carefully. Loose connectors are another common issue. If you've recently installed speakers or removed the door panel, double-check every connector. A partially connected speaker plug can cause intermittent sound or complete silence. Simply unplugging and reconnecting the wiring securely can sometimes solve the problem in seconds. Now let's test the speaker itself. One easy way is to swap it with another working speaker if they're the same size and impedance. If the speaker works in another location, then the speaker isn't the problem. If the speaker still doesn't produce any sound, you've probably found your faulty speaker. If you have a multimeter, you can measure the speaker's resistance. Most car speakers will read somewhere around 3 to 4 ohms for a 4 ohm speaker. If the meter shows an open circuit or extremely high resistance, the voice coil is likely damaged. If it reads nearly 0 ohms, the voice coil may be shorted. Both situations usually mean the speaker needs replacement. Here's another clue. Listen carefully for scratching sounds when you gently press the speaker cone evenly with 2 fingers. Don't push hard. Just apply light pressure. If you hear scraping, the voice coil may be rubbing because it's damaged or warped. That's a strong sign the speaker itself has failed. Now let's talk about aftermarket installations. If your speaker stopped working after installing a new head unit, amplifier, or DSP, don't assume the equipment is defective. Most installation problems come down to wiring. One cross speaker wire. One forgotten amplifier remote wire. One incorrect adapter. Or one loose ground. Those tiny mistakes can completely shut down an audio system. Go back through every connection slowly instead of rushing. Many problems are found during the second inspection. Another thing people overlook is speaker protection mode on aftermarket amplifiers. If an amplifier detects a short circuit, overheating, or wiring problem, it may shut down to protect itself. Look for a protect light. If it's on, disconnect the speakers one at a time and see if the amplifier returns to normal. That can help you isolate the faulty speaker or wiring. Now here's something many people don't think about. Water damage. Door speakers are exposed to moisture far more than most people realize. If the vapor barrier inside the door has been removed or damaged, water can drip directly onto the speaker. Over time, the cone, surround, or voice coil can deteriorate. If you remove the door panel and see rust, corrosion, or water stains around the speaker, you've found a clue. Fix the water leak before installing another speaker, or the new one may suffer the same fate. Battery voltage can also affect your audio system. If your battery is extremely weak or your charging system has problems, some factory amplifiers may behave unpredictably. You might experience speakers cutting in and out, random shutdowns, or audio that disappears until the engine is restarted. If you're having electrical problems elsewhere in the car, don't ignore them. The audio system depends on stable voltage. Here's a quick troubleshooting order that I recommend every time. First, check whether all speakers or just one have failed. Second, verify your balance and fade settings. Third, inspect the fuse. Fourth, check amplifier power and ground. Fifth, inspect door wiring and speaker connectors. Sixth, test the speaker with a multimeter or swap it with a known working one. Finally, inspect for water damage or installation mistakes if everything else checks out. Following that order prevents you from replacing parts that aren't actually broken. One mistake I see all the time is replacing speakers before confirming they're getting an audio signal. A brand new speaker won't make any sound if the amplifier isn't sending power or if the wiring is damaged. Always diagnose before you buy. You'll save money, avoid frustration, and fix the real problem much faster. One last tip. If your car has premium factory audio with built-in amplifiers, active crossovers, or digital processing, troubleshooting becomes a little more complex because multiple modules work together. In those systems, scanning the vehicle for audio-related fault codes can point you in the right direction much faster than replacing random parts. Sometimes the car is actually telling you what's wrong. If you found this helpful, check the description below. I've included extra resources and detailed guides that can help you troubleshoot common car audio problems even further. If this video saved you from buying speakers you didn't actually need, hit the like button, subscribe for more real-world car audio tips and reviews. And tell me in the comments what symptoms your speakers are showing. Are they completely silent, crackling, cutting in and out, or distorting at high volume? Your experience might help someone else solve the exact same problem. Before you go, check the Amazon links in the description below for the best deals on the best door speakers.